Okay, welcome back to my opinion. This little video is going to be a sort of an analogy video. We've all seen the presidential debate between Trump and Biden the other night, Thursday night, the 2024. And we all know uh, there's something wrong with Biden. Uh, Most of us knew there was something wrong with him a long time ago. But there was a whole lot of people who didn't believe that. Somehow they never seen other footage other than MSNBC propping him up like, you know, Bernie Sanders or like Weekend at Bernie's, propping him up like that and stuff, making it look like he's okay and all this stuff. I don't know how people could not see. Just a little bit of curiosity, and YouTube should have been more than enough. You can't hide to the extent of how bad this man is cognitively and even physically. His walk, everything. There's no denying it. I don't know how you could have denied it. But after the presidential debate, it was live and hosted by CNN. There's no way you could be denying it now. And even MSNBC, CNN, and all the Young Turks, even that Jink guy. Uh, I mean, even the ultra libtards and woke people like that are admitting now. Well, now they're recanting, and well, maybe it was a cold when they're faced with the alternatives, because they just don't have much of a choice. But they all have to admit that they were wrong and that there is something wrong with Biden. But there are still people out there, just like many of these sources are going to recant and say, oh, well, maybe he just had a cold. So, this is an analogy of what you're doing. If you're planning on voting for Biden after that proof right there with the debate live hosted by CNN, this is what you're doing. You are literally voting for, not for Biden, because you should know he's not actually running anything, but you don't know who it is. You're voting for a man behind a curtain. You're voting for someone. Maybe it's the Democratic Party heads that's running the country. Maybe it's Kamala. I doubt that very seriously. Uh, who knows who it is? You don't have a clue. We know it ain't Biden. Come on, let's be honest. Hey, maybe Hunter's doing it. Maybe it's Jill. You don't know. You don't know who it is. It could be a madman for all you know. And if you're still planning on voting for Biden, I get not voting for Trump. Anybody but Trump. I get that. Okay, that's fine. You've got a good argument there if you don't want to vote for Trump. I think you're wrong because I'm voting for Trump. But that's a logical choice. But if you're voting for Biden because you don't want to vote for Trump, at least just don't vote. Just don't vote at least. Or vote for someone. But don't vote for Biden. You're choosing to vote for someone that's clearly not running the country, that's clearly incapable. You're voting for a guy behind the curtain. Here's the analogy. Voting for a guy behind the curtain, someone that you know who's not actually running the country, and an unknown entity, a political poltergeist basically, an unknown entity, is the same thing. You're putting the country in the hands of someone you don't know. Here's my analogy right here. It is the same thing, maneuvering around all my porch stuff here. It's the same thing as leaving your child. Now, this is not my child, obviously, uh, you know, but it's the same thing as leaving your baby at the doorstep of an unknown person to babysit your child. and you don't know who the babysitter is. But you leave your child here and you walk away. You're putting your baby's hands in the hands of someone you have no clue who it is. Just like you're voting for someone that you have no clue who it is running this country. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe and be safe. And either vote for someone else or don't vote for Biden or the guy behind the curtain.